survivor, Jerry Wald. And for those of you that are new here, I started doing the show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform for survivors to share their journeys from literally all across the world, and also bringing on experts in brain health so they can share their knowledge with us. So this morning, my guest is Scott and Cooper, and he'll be sharing his journey, what he's going through, and he'll tell you about his two strokes. And but please ask questions, make comments, um, and yeah, ask questions. So if we don't know the answer or if Scott doesn't know the answer, we'll just go from there. But anyway, also, lastly, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Stroke. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All righty. Good morning. I can see you guys all out there. So good morning, you guys, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and bring on Scott, and we'll just have a good chit chat. So hang tight, Scott.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Nice.
Good.
Yeah. You can see all the comments.
Oh God.
I,
I know. I can't.
yeah.
Oh, my head is going to be very.
It's okay. You'll be able to see them afterwards too. And if there's any questions, if I can see, Yvonne, Russell, nice to see you. Lynn, Jessica, Jeff, nice to see you. And Joy, Serena. If I missed any, oops, sorry guys. But Lynn, Serena, let's see. And I'm glad you guys are all here. And Kit, really. So thank you for saying where you're from. Appreciate that. So Scott, um, um, who was Scott before your stroke?
Was before?
Yeah.
A happy person. Pretty good. Very, various jobs. I worked in companies. I worked in a hospital. Different jobs.
Yeah. Did you know what a stroke was? And you said you worked at a hospital.
I worked in the ER department in a back office tracing for people. So I was going to locate, so that they can find, so can get paid.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had two strokes.
In the of 2000, I had in the middle of the month when they sent me to a day or two another stroke. And the second time, video with my wife, she could see that I wasn't talking right. She told me to go into the bed. She hung up for me and saw nurses and come in my room, and then they took me to the hospital. And then I was there. Don't know how long I was there. And rehab, and I was there for about a month.
Okay. Okay. Did you so you were in the hospital for about a month?
On the rehab for a month, yeah.
Wow.
When I was in the hospital, I was probably there 2 weeks, I would assume, from the first one, and then and then them, I started since after that I had multiple, but seizures because they got all my medi- medication.
Wow. So well, so so you had multiple seizures. Or do you still get to have seizures?
No, as of right now, I am medication under control.
Right. Good. That's good there. So so did you have any warning signs before your stroke?
For the stroke, no. I had the seizures. I was getting. I can feel when my were coming on. I had multiple uh, at as I was, and I had more grand seizures. And can, can again, this is from my wife because I couldn't tell you what was happening, but I would have a see as it's when it started again. So after each
Yeah. Did you also what when was your stroke?
November of 7,
In 2017?
2000,
Yeah. And well, so you had no warning signs at all. It just
for
came on.
yeah, for the I I was driving with nephew to a location, getting blurry uh, vision. So we and got around the corner. My nephew's gonna take over. Just my side of the door, I saw it, and I entered the car and we we chair, and then when we got, I stayed in the car with my head on the headrest, and then when I woke up, pretty okay. So I looked the house that we were at. I was sitting at a table, and then I was in stretcher getting into the ambulance, and then dropped me in, feeling dizzy. I felt like I was. I wasn't like I was. And I was yeah, me into the OR, and I believe my was for 2 days. I woke up
Wow. And because I see one question is asking, what kind of stroke did you have?
in my aorta, and it went to my brain.
Right. Okay. So it was so you had uh, hemorrhagic stroke, but it was a brain bleed, so it was a
And it went
ischemic.
and it and and the right side of my body.
Okay. Okay.
I obviously I have to speech, and my brain memories are good. Old memories,
Yeah.
memories, hard reading, and I'm getting a problem on my right arm. Everything is good up until to my fingers. Feeling I can't. My hand, it's I can't. Uh, really good. So I drop. I and I and my this is like normal, and to as my wife teaches me exercise to try my fingers. I try and I have to make sure my my fingers,
Great job.
because this is what she makes, how to focus. You see that?
Right.
So
Th-
that's what I try to share out. And uh, also to uh, uh, what I what I wanted. I have to I can't find my finger. She, she wants me to good hand
right.
and to mm, mm, to do it the same. The other hand, so it will narrow. It will go that it will try to remove to make learn how to to start to
Great job. Those are difficult tasks there. I know exactly what you're talking about, trying to put the fingers together. But great job you're doing. Absolutely. And so your wife is really your therapist.
yes, my best, and uh, takes care of it takes all medicine, all my sets me off, set up for and sets it up for me, so I do it, and I have a removes so I could do one at a time, but I have a 4 box a week at a time.
Ah, wow. That, that's amazing. So eh, what other deficits do you have? I mean,
Uh, I I have weakest side side of my right side is weaker, and I hard with uh, uh, shaky and the fall because I bang to try because it's hard for me alone to stand because I waver.
Mhm.
So I move. I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's when I when I'm that's when I get the dizzy and uh, I when I had up the stairs and when I was coming down, I lost my and I flew from right in there's a closet into the door, my head. So went to the hospital, but I was good. I was no longer allowed. So I had in for OT and T, and they showed me stairs again, but I can't stairs with I could only use without holding things as I use two hands on a rail. I have to do one step both feet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so. Do you have railings on both sides of the?
But I oh no on one side, but I have them both hands,
Yeah.
right and left. So holding, even though one I don't, I can see, I can see it and put my arm so I so when I could feel that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. I know how difficult that is going up and down stairs. If there's not railings on both sides, then it doesn't work out good for me. I'd have to go down sideways or some other way.
Well,
So I'm sure
that's the way I go. That's the way
you do the same.
I
Yeah.
I am. I say. So I'm looking for the I'm in front of it, not to the, so I up and down. I hold on and grab.
Yeah. I I totally understand. It's so amazing how we have to adapt. You know, when you have a stroke, how you manage things. I mean, I think you probably do the same thing. Yeah, there's a lot of comments out there saying you're doing great, Scott. Awesome job, awesome work, Scott. Yeah, and it's really great, Serena here from Canada saying um, it's great that you can move your fingers. A lot of people that have a stroke, one side is really affected, and you can't really. I mean, you're moving your fingers really, really well, and so when you go places, do you think about, okay, I've got to, I hope there's no rocks in the road, or I hope there's
Yeah,
something you're.
I have to. I stores and stuff. I try one step feet to the curb, but make sure I'm near side uh, parking lot when the pole. Make
Yeah.
sure I try to around. I can hold it good hand and try to hold it so I'm actually I'm taking a step. And something that has a ramp,
Yeah.
that kind of, and if I and then my wife and my family and my takes care of me a lot. She my hand, uh, uh, when I try to find the word, she helps me with the word 5 year old. It's amazing. If
Yeah.
I do, and if I'm doing something new, like, like up to grab something, my wife and says, I'm just doing things again. She, uh, she,
Yeah. I know it's so amazing how they your family when you had your stroke, they really had their changed their life. What did they think when they found out what is going on, Dad? I mean,
uh, again, yeah, all those things like on, because in the beginning, at all, I have very of words that I know I have. I have every. I am. I am. I know how to find words of what I want to send. I and I was writing things. I wasn't writing them. They were able to understand what I was trying to, and the charade was pretty fun. And my and I still have problems talking. Excuse me, but the way I talk and think is we I I I learned a new language to understand what I want to say.
yeah, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, and in the morning, better in the morning when I get tired for me to do things in the evening. So I try to do. I'm trying to make sure morning.
Yeah, yeah. Are you going to do you go to therapy anymore?
No, I I was only certain therapies. 1 second, let me get some water.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I appreciate you guys making comments. Yeah, and I saw that Yvonne saying when we're talking about you going up and down the stairs, I completely understand. She goes, "How? What did you say here?" She said about let's see. Oh, okay. Or you go down on your bottom, laughing out loud. Yeah,
Yeah, no, like a kid. Bum, bum.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, well, so when you so your therapy really is made up of your wife or doing all the stuff at home. That's really what you're doing. Um, how also is your emotional part of this journey? I know how that's a tough one.
Yeah. Prior, prior OE, I had no problem. You know, uh, uh, but now I'm just, I find a lot of, I can't, when I'm saying things in my, in what I'm thinking and what comes out, and then I get angry.
Yeah,
When my wife talks to me, uh, that I'm not saying, and then I get angry because I said in my voice, my head, what I said,
yeah,
totally different, and get anger, allow her, I did it wrong to her. And that's where, oh God.
yeah. No, no problem.
I
No problem.
think that's a little better now. Right? I get angry. That's where some problem. Trying, I'm trying to do a little bit more. I know, and it's there's what it is. I'm a little hard. I push that a little bit. I push that a little bit, and people get. It's like I get angry, and then so we
Yeah,
try to do better. I want some medicine for that, and a little bit more. Trying to think what else. I'm trying. I so thing with my you know brushing. Uh, I don't have it, so I'm not getting thing into my mouth, and and then everybody, my wife, I got using that. I should use it every. I don't, and it's hard. It's hard to
yeah,
those kind of things.
yeah. You know what you want to say. I mean, I know the feeling. You know what you want to say, but things come out wrong, or when you say something, it completely comes out a different word. I mean, it just comes out differently. I know that. Like you said, in the morning's better, but in the evening, that's where it kind of goes downhill as far as the speaking. I'm sure you have the same thing.
Uh, trying to think. Oh, the medicine has. Uh, I, I make one of these for the seizure is, and so go. Uh, it changed from bread main, and when to that, I was getting very. I was getting very. I couldn't stand. I was getting. I'm not sure, but I think. that might have, I don't remember if I had a of it or I was just so he had to straight to
Whoops. Oh, I can see his yeah, it's true. I'm looking at the comments here. I know. See, you guys, I love reading the comments. Um, here's one.
grant. Uh,
Oh,
I'm on a grant. I'm on a grant, and they take care of the cost of the medicine for me.
oh, wow. That
And I also have, I'm
um,
sorry, and with the hospitals when the ambulance and stuff when I'm there having the seizures, they gave me Keppra, so I'm not allowed to
I
have
know
that
that.
anymore because I became suicidal and some other it affected me. So I'm now allergic to that. So they can't use that. You know,
Wow. I think didn't you say you were on Vimpat?
I am
Oh no.
on Vimpak, not yeah, plus other
Yeah,
medicines for seizure, but that's the main
yeah,
seizure medicine.
yeah. So you haven't had a seizure because of that? No
Oh,
seizures?
yes, no, no. Since
Wow,
they
good
got
for
the
you.
well,
They
in
are.
the beginning I was because they couldn't regulate my medications.
Yeah,
Now I'm okay
yeah,
with it.
yeah. Absolutely. I totally understand that. There was one comment here. Let's see here. Joy here saying, I have a hard time controlling her temper now, like you said, yours, and my emotions. A therapist once told me that the area of the brain is controlled. They control those things, likely damaged. So I came out wrong, um, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
can I understand what you was
yeah,
trying to say. Yeah,
yeah. There, you get. I'll send.
and it's not beside the menace be it is uh, uh, part of the brain, but it's also you get angry because uh, it's frustrating
Yes,
to try to say, and that makes the anger more.
absolutely. It does. And would you but do you have a lot of neuro fatigue?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Do you get you know neuro fatigue, like when you get tired all of a
Oh,
sudden?
for yes, constant tired. Uh, I take naps. Sometimes I take a nap. It's like just for example, I went to my nap at 3 in the afternoon, and I just stayed in bed, just getting up to go to the bathroom, and
Yeah,
went right back into bed like 8 or 9 in the morning.
yeah,
I didn't have dinner. I didn't do anything, just because I'm just
yeah,
so exhausted.
yeah. And like, there's one comment, pretty much the same thing. Um, um, Stroke recovery is very exhausting. Um,
Yes.
yeah, Keppra, I didn't know. Yeah, I take that. I take 3,000 milligrams of Keppra and Vimpat. Not that much, but yeah, it's seizure medicine. Seizures are not fun to go through.
No.
Yeah,
No. and I also am on warfarin uh, from forever now uh, to regulate my blood thinner.
Yeah,
Uh, and I also have that caused me the blood blood clot blood clot.
yeah.
I have a I have a uh, trying to think of what the word is. Uh, my my I my blood re, makes the blood clots. I have its I have I don't know if it's blood factor 5, if it's 5 factor, or if it's factor 5. I, I don't know. It's one of it is right, one is the other one. But that's what I have in that, and that's also because I have to be on the blood thinner.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I always say stroke is not for the weak.
Huh.
You know. Um, yeah. There's a Yvonne. She is saying, and she's from Athens, Greece. She she has a lot of meds, but she has national insurance, but she still has a fortune to pay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I was going to say something else. The blood. Oh, when I had the stroke, uh, again, this is from my wife's words, uh, that when she was at the hospital prior to the OR, the doctor told her, uh, there's a very big chance that I be like a vegetable kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was very, very lucky. And the doctors said I was, uh, I can't think of what it was they said. Uh, but I pretty much said I was very, very lucky. And uh, they were amazed I, how I was after when I came
Recovering.
out of the stroke. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good for you. It sounds like you're just doing terrific. I mean, I know. Um, do, do you? Someone is asking. Do you diabetes? Diabetes?
No.
No.
And I don't, no.
Good.
No.
Well, yeah, that's good. So what is you? Do you have like a daily routine that you stick to?
Yeah, well, I have a problem with OCD, and
Oh,
I
okay.
have to, and so it's hard. I have my own routine,
Yeah.
and if I don't go it on that way, it it upsets me,
Yeah.
and it's hard. Like so, yeah. So in the morning, uh, I take care of my dog, then I take care of the cats. I make sure everybody has food and water. I gotta clean the litter box. I gotta take the dog out. So it's yeah, that's my routine.
Good. Good. Yeah.
And if there's a problem, that's where I have a problem. If I have to change something, it 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 affects me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Did you develop? Did you get? Well, were you always? Did you always have OCD?
yeah,
Did
yeah,
you?
but
Okay.
it became more after the stroke.
Right. Wow. Well, yeah. A lot of people are saying, I think most of us develop OCD when you have a stroke. It's a great, someone's saying, excellent routine that you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go off that, things go haywire. So yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you tell people that are going through like what I, when you have a stroke and the emotions kind of really take over too. So what would you tell somebody?
Uh, that it's going to get better. Uh, at this point, uh, I'm not going to be, this is what I'm going to be. There's nothing, I'm not going to get any better. Uh, but it's also since, so what year are we? We're 22. So how long has this been?
Uh,
7 years?
Yours, yeah. Um, um,
What's
I mean,
what's what's how many years is it now?
some
So it's three. So it's three. So
5 year or
5 years.
yes,
5 5 years. So this is what it's gonna be. Uh, I'm trying. So yeah. So I really there's nothing therapy else to do for me. Uh, unless something occurs. Uh, this is it.
yeah, but
So when from the beginning to now, I recovered a lot.
yeah, absolutely,
Uh, but again, my wife and my family, uh, you know, uh, they take care of me and they understand. And they remember when it first happened, and everybody is uh, amazed how much I got from since then. But again, because they know what it looked like when I in the beginning. Again, I don't remember any of it, but yeah, but even the doctors are still amazed how good I am.
yeah. So you are. I mean, you may not. Well, now you are recovering. You celebrate all those little wins. I mean, even now. I mean, sometimes we think,
Oh,
right?
yeah, well, I think I think I've always thought I was always right. I'm right. But it's become worse.
But you're still right, right?
Yeah, well, I think that.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Wow,
uh,
that's good. So what else did we? Because you had two strokes. If there are new people here that just jumped on, I mean, you had two strokes. I can't remember
and and almost yeah. I had that you were both in November of 17.
yes,
And then December, I was there for rehab for a whole month.
right, right.
So
It,
that's
it,
where I was.
when you had the second one,
No, well, I was in. I was when I went the first one. I was gone to rehab,
right?
and after 2 days is when I had the second stroke,
Yeah, that's okay.
and then I was taken back to rehab, and I was there since then. At that point, after the second stroke, I didn't have any more, but I was there for a month
Right.
to get rehab. I was having OT, PT, and speech.
Right.
Speech was very more important because that was my whole life.
Yeah.
And I am also, I'm I things that are more important is music, TV, movies, and I don't always understand what I'm seeing. Uh, like in the beginning, and it still happens when I'm watching TV and when there's a joke or something, I don't get it or anything, uh, but I could see the cues when everybody's laughing and stuff. So I'm laughing because I know I'm supposed to. And my wife asks me a lot, you know, do you understand what happened? And I said, no. And she asked me, why are you doing that? Because everybody else is laughing.
Yeah.
So, and then she tries to explain me what went on. And sometimes I understand and sometimes I don't.
Right. Right. Yeah. Understandable. Wow. Pretty
Now,
amazing.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
does anybody, when it first happened, were there any words that they could say easy? Because for me, I, I had, I was always easy to curse word. My first word, the best word is fuck. That's that's my that was my word. Fuck, 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 fuck. That was, and then everything else that was cursing, I was good. And then it took me a time to get real words.
Yeah. 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 I've seen a lot of people that I've talked to. Their tempers, or they're not tempers, but they're short term. Um, they get more. Oh, I can't think of the word I want to say. Yes, Tourette's. I'll look at word community. Yeah, there's so many. They get like short term. What's it called? They just get frustrated and okay, someone has to help me out here in this audience because I'm not saying the right thing. Yeah, they get what's the word called? It's they just get more irritated when someone's talking, or their fuse just like you said, you're saying a word that came out easy. So I'm sure everybody else has their same thing, saying something like you said. Um, I know it probably makes no sense, but because I'm confused what I was supposed to say. Short tempered. Um, thank you, Yvonne. Short tempered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Impatient. Okay, now all the words are coming. People are commenting. That's so funny. I can't even think what I was saying.
But those words, what you want to say, very easy to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those words came out real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so, do you do you still like music?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay.
But I can't sing. I was very I enjoyed going to karaoke and that kind of stuff, and that's one of the things that I miss, and I get angry and frustrated, and I can't. I don't remember the words for the songs. but I know the tunes.
Yeah,
I know that kind of stuff. It's just the words I can't say. So I could say part of it, but then it goes, and there's part of it I can't. But I do enjoy that.
yeah. Well, good for you. Um, so, what other last words would you like to say before we finish up that we kind of didn't cover, or maybe we did?
Now, is there any questions anybody has for me?
Yeah. Any questions out there? Because I know that probably. Um, let's see. I know I probably missed some out there. Well, yeah. Look, let's see. Let's see. Serena, we already covered that one about the diabetes. You don't have that. Um,
No, no.
but um, but there, change is very frustrating. Is it now
Yes.
frustrating? Yeah.
Yes, still.
Wow.
That is definitely
Um,
still. I don't think that I don't think that's gonna stop, but I try to do it better.
yeah. Yeah. It's 5 years, and you're still seeing improvement. Just everybody's saying there's so much improvement that can be had. So
Yes, yes, yes. There are certain things there are certain things that where I'm at now is pretty what it's gonna be.
I, yeah, you never know. Um, yeah, there. Yeah, ac- acceptance is tough. Someone is saying.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't drive anymore.
oh,
That's one of the that's the other thing that really I have a big problem with it because I have no freedom to get out.
yeah.
Uh, I did take the test
Ah,
and I did drive for a while, but after that, when I had that, I had two little accidents. So
hmm.
that stopped driving. So I don't drive anymore. I do have friends and my wife and my family, and then if I can't if I can't go to things, I'm pretty much uh, taking Ubers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
so I can get out to do things like go food shopping, that kind of stuff. Sometimes go to doctor appointments because sometimes I don't have someone to be able to take me there. But that's one of the hard things I have being uh, uh, no freedom for
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I completely understand that one. Um, wow. Well, I really appreciate you being on this morning, sharing your story. Um, and I'll send you a copy. This is just so you know. This is on YouTube, couple Facebook pages, Twitter. Um, it's all over the place. So you'll be able to see it. And I usually go back and comment to some people that because there's a lot of comments here too. So, but I appreciate you being on the show, sharing your story.
Oh, thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate this very much.
Good, good. Yeah. And I appreciate, let's see, you should go to an empty car. Oh, someone's Yvonne saying you should go to an empty car park and get some therapy. Yeah, independence is the other killer. Yeah, you'll see all these
Oh,
comments. I'm sure to go through them. And I'll send you a copy of everything. So, but yeah, any last words?
For me, no, just keep going. You
Yeah,
know, there will be, again, there will be a part where, things that are not going to get better, but, as long as you have support,
yeah, that's the
that's
big thing.
very important.
Yeah,
That's very important to have support,
yeah,
uh, and family and friends. I do know that there are some people in different groups that it's hard for the families and them where they have nobody takes care of them or do things and leave them alone. And
yeah.
I really feel that it's very sad that they can't cope, you know, with the with those kind of people that they really need.
So true. So that I agree, Scott, 100%. There's a lot of people out there that they can't cope and they don't have any family.
Yeah.
So
Or they did have family and then when it happened, they left.
nah, yeah, that's a big thing. I see that. That's terrible. It's amazing. But all right, Scott. Well, you have a great rest of your day, and you guys, thanks for being here and commenting to Scott. Appreciate it. So
I
thank you.
appreciate I really agree. I really uh uh that I was able to find this group and appreciate, everybody that's here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There, you'll probably get a lot of people reaching out to you. So but thank you again. You'll see.
Thank
They're
you.
all saying thank you, Scott. So um, yeah, so they come pretty quickly, these comments. So I'll send you a copy so you could go through answer or to them. So
Great.
all right, Scott, take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, absolutely.